Hi everybody, this is Caroline Speaks, the State of Our World on Saturday, May 29th, 2021. What is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? Well, the coronavirus is still with us, still reigning supreme. Same story. People don't want to wear a mask, practice social distancing, don't want to take the vaccine. No, they don't want to do any of that. They don't care if anybody gets sick. And then we also have the situation where the wealthy countries have managed to buy enough doses of the coronavirus vaccine to um, vaccinate all their peoples. But the poorer countries have not been able to do that. The United States and other wealthy countries paid a lot of money for pharmaceutical companies to research and develop the virus vaccine for the coronavirus and create all the doses. The pharmaceuticals want to have intellectual property rights for all that work, but they didn't put in the money. The United States, Britain, Germany, etc., have put in the money. So actually, the countries that put in the money for the research and development and manufacturing are the ones who should have the intellectual property rights, the ones to own the virus vaccine. But for some reason, the pharmaceutical companies don't want to do that, and they're claiming intellectual property rights wrongly. United States has agreed to waive intellectual property rights, so that's still an ongoing battle. But we have over 6 billion people in the world, and we need to get vaccinations for everybody. Everybody vaccinated protects all of us. And that's been a problem to get enough vaccines because we have to give the manufacturing rights to other companies besides the big pharmaceutical companies. So I'm hoping that will get resolved. Now, there was we talked yesterday about the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre. It took place in 1921. We just celebrated the 100th anniversary. I didn't learn about this in school, and I don't know anyone who did. And now it's come to the forefront. It's getting a lot of publicity. So why was this hidden from us? Why didn't we know about that? I don't know. There's also another issue called the 1619 Project. I believe 1619 was when the first European explorers, settlers, whatever, came here to the Americas, United States, and they don't want to teach that in school either. They said all the people who came here as explorers and colonists, they were all wonderful people. No, they did not bring smallpox infected blankets to wipe out the Native Americans. No, they did not give the Native Americans alcohol to slowly kill them. No, they didn't do any of these things. The United States is a wonderful, pure country that did only good things. So that's a problem because that's not true. And the sad thing is these people who are fighting uh, disclosure about the Tulsa Race Massacre, 1921, and the 1619 Project don't realize that people have access to information that's not taught in school. They have access to the library and to encyclopedias, and now, in more modern terms, to the internet. So the information is out there. Now, we had the invasion of the Capitol on January 6, 2021, and the Democrats would like to form a commission like the 9/11 Commission to find out what happened. How did this happen? What led up to it? And what are the lessons learned, and how do we prevent it from happening again? While the Republicans in the Senate refused to back the creation of a commission for the January 6th invasion of the Capitol. The Republicans in Congress as a whole don't like the 1619 Project. The Republicans in Congress don't want to admit that we do have racism, we have systemic racism in our country. So how do we change it? I don't know, but something that should be talked about. Now, the recent conflicts between Israel and the Palestinians is another issue where the United States thinks that Israel can do no wrong. They are giving help to the Palestinians to rebuild their homes, etc., but they're not condemning Israel's attempt to evict people from their homes in East Jerusalem. They're not condemning Israel's actions in demolishing Palestinian homes in the West Bank. And they're not condemning Israel for their destruction of the west of Gaza in this current war. I don't know. The United States said Israel should have a ceasefire, and finally they do. And the United States didn't give money to rebuild Gaza. At the same time, the United States gives $735 million to Israel in the form of U.S. bombs that they use to target the Palestinians. That does not make sense at all. So, that being said, maybe it's time for a little music. Okay. Now, there's a song I wrote a long time ago. I think I might have sung it recently. Well, why don't we do another one? Okay, here we go. Life is worth living if you give it a chance. So don't give up and don't give in to despair. There are so many creatures who God hath created who would love to have a chance at life. So that can be a purpose to help them to live a good life. Life is very precious, so don't trifle with it. For once it is gone, you cannot get it back. Perhaps you need a new outlook on life or new friends. Life is worth living if you give it a chance. So don't give up and don't give in to despair. Okay, that's Life is Worth Living, song I wrote a while ago. I hope you liked it. Thank you for joining us this evening of Saturday, May 29, 2021, for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks the State of Our World. I hope you'll be back with us again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, take care of yourself and others. Don't go out unless you have to. Wear a mask, practice social distancing. And when the vaccine is available for you and it's safe for you to take it, I would take it. I had my vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson one-dose vaccine, on Thursday, 2 days ago. And so far, I've only had a sore left arm, which is where they gave me the vaccine. And so that's all I've had so far. Okay. Thank you very much. Good night. See you tomorrow. Stay safe.